The Wolf of Wall Street, real name Jordan Belfort, one of the most infamous salespeople on Wall Street in the 80s. This movie is all about him and his life, building his company Stratton Oakmont. To be an influential person, whether for better or for worse, you need to be able to communicate. Communicate what? Your ideas, your vision, your goals. To who? To your clients, to your customers, to your employees. Jordan is somebody who used this to his advantage. Now, however legal it was, we're obviously going to see it in the movie. We're going to be analysing a speech that Jordan gave. And here you can see how he uses confidence, how he uses energy, emotion to get people engaged and bought in. But before we do, my name is Tion. I'm a communication coach. If you would like one-to-one coaching to improve your confidence, to become a more confident and competent speaker, then click the link in the description and me or my team will reach out to you to see how we can help you get paid more and deepen your relationships. Let's get into it.
Enter Steve Madden,
Great American cop.
red hot ladies footwear impresario. And thanks to Donnie, we were taking his company public. Stratton Oakmont was crawling out of the primordial
This is
ooze.
Jordan.
Pond scum no more.
That's why they gotta see your face.
You get them fired up so they push the shit out of this stock, okay?
And not only that, Donnie and I secretly owned 85% of Steve Madden's shoes, which legally speaking was a big no-no.
You can see from the first two scenes here what the relationship is like between Steve and Jordan's business partner. It's like he's like a lapdog. Steve, they've got his hands all over him, they're pushing him, they're patting him on the back, they're touching him, invading his personal space. Then you can see here, Steve, he's also got his hands in his pockets. Steve is very shy. He's a yes man, pretty much.
Filthy fuck.
You can also see here the difference in width between the legs of the two people. Steve, his feet are together. Jordan takes big strides.
If our troops got
Big
behind
strides.
him. Our
in his
job
feet.
was to get him worked up, but not too worked up.
Hello?
Ooh, terrible introduction, Steve. I'm sorry, terrible introduction. He does something which we call the question
But not too
inflection.
worked up.
When he says hello, listen.
Hello?
He says hello. He goes up, hello. It's like he's asking. Are you listening? Can you hear me? Hello? You will never see Jordan do that. You will never see a president, Barack Obama, even Trump. You will never see one of them do that. They will always say hello. Hello. Down. Never hello. No, you don't want to do that. When you're making an introduction, when you want to be taken seriously, you don't want to do the question inflection. Downward tones only.
For those of you who don't know me,
Filler words. For those who don't know me, he also makes hingent remarks for those of you who don't know me. Like he's preparing to be ignored. Confident people make declarative statements. They just start speaking. If you don't know me, it's your loss. This is what's happening. They don't care about for those who don't know me.
my name's Steve Madden.
Yeah, we know who you are.
Your name is on the box.
Show him the shoe.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, you know, this shoe, this is pretty cool. This is the Mary Lou, which is really the shoe that put me on the map. Without it, I wouldn't be here.
It's a fat girl shoe.
Believe it or not, though, the Mary Lou is actually the same as the Mary Jane, but it's black leather.
So, one thing you did there as well, Steve, and also, there's two parts of this speech. I'm really analysing Jordan later on. Jordan will come and have a speech later, in about a minute's time. But I thought it would also be good to show you what an unconfident speaker sounds like, aka Steve. This is what you should not do when you're speaking. You don't want to say filler words. You don't want to have tight, closed body language. You don't want to speak too fast. You don't want to do these things. You don't want to do a question inflection. None of them. Now let's see. This is where Jordan comes in. Jordan, he's an excellent communicator. He did use it to scam people, but he's an excellent communicator nonetheless. Straight off when he comes in, one thing I instantly notice is he mirrored. What did he mirror? He mirrored the energy of the crowd. Look at this, instantly. He comes in, the crowd starts getting rowdy. Then Jordan comes in, loud, fight back. What do you want? What do you want? And the crowd likes that. Why? Because it's reciprocal. They felt their energy in Jordan. And what do we do when we see something that reminds us of us? We like it. He mirrored their energy. He matched their energy. As opposed to Steve, the complete opposite of their energy.
All right. Let's give it up for Steve Madden and his awesome Mary Lou. Hold that up, hold that up, hold that up proud. Give him a round of
Voice.
applause. You guys got
Steve's voice down here, Jordan's voice up here. As in volume, as in tone, as in richness.
that out of your systems, huh? You having a good afternoon or what? I want to take a moment to tell you why Steve here is so absolutely...
Yeah, Jordan realized this was going a bit south. My team is a bit too rowdy for him. Let me handle them.
off the fucking wall. It's because this
I might be here for a while because Jordan has a lot of stuff to analyze. I might be here for about 20 minutes because I'm going to be pausing a lot.
is a creative genius.
Let's go. So again,
Why Steve here... You having a good afternoon or what?
vocal variety. What does he do? He starts off meeting their energy. He met their energy. He mirrored them. Loud voice, high energy, shouting. But then the next few
Take a
moments,
moment to tell you why Steve here is
he
so...
brings them back down. Now he's got them controlled. He met their energy. Now he wants to bring them down. He's got them listening. What does he do? He brings his voice down. I want to take a moment to let's appreciate Steve. He brings them down.
so absolutely off the fucking wall. It's because this man is a creative genius. This ability, this gift that Steve has, it goes beyond just spotting the hottest shoe trends. Steve's power.
Jordan, man. And also shout out to Leo, shout out to the director, because to make something realistic, you need to have body language and communication, micro expressions. They spend hours on this stuff, directors, movie studios, to make it realistic. One thing he did there,
It goes
he
beyond
made
just spotting the hottest
where is
shoe
it?
trends.
A fist, passion, energy, aggression. When you want to grab something,
Steve's power is that he creates trends. You understand?
sorry.
Artists like Steve come along once every decade. I'm talking Giorgio Armani, Gianni Versace, Coco Chanel, Yves Saint Laurent. Steve, come up here for a second. I don't think you all realize that Steve Madden is the hottest person in the women's shoe industry with orders going through the roof at every department store in North America right now. We have him here at our office. We should thank our fucking lucky stars this man is here.
The real Jordan Belfort always emphasizes tonality. Tonality. You can see his facial expressions, his body language, how tight he grips the mic, they all go into his tone. His tone is conviction, it's passion, it's belief. Every time Jordan steps onto the stage to speak to his employees, they always get that feeling. And then what does that do in return? It gives them that feeling.
We should be on our hands and knees right now, getting ready to suck this guy off. All right? Like this, okay?
Even more variety. Variety isn't just your voice, it's your height. He started off his speech here, yes, but he's gone down there because he wants to demonstrate how much he loves Steve. But confident communicators are able to verify themselves, to change their levels. You'll notice nervous speakers, as Steve, he was like a statue. He was staying in one spot. Confident speakers change levels, horizontally and vertically. They move around the stage. They take steps. They go to the end of this stage. They go to the end of that stage. They move.
I want to suck you off, Steve. Everyone's going to suck you off. This is our golden ticket to the fucking chocolate factory right here. And I want to meet Willy fucking Wonka, okay? I want to be with the fucking Oompa Loompas like this. All right, get off this fucking stage. Get out of here. All right, I want you to focus for a second. See those little black boxes? They're called telephones.
Steve did not present his ideas in the way the crowd wanted them to be presented. Jordan presented the exact same ideas, just slightly different, the words that is, but in a completely different manner. A manner that the crowd liked. I always say the difference between communication and speaking. Speaking is simply saying words. Communication is transferring your ideas to somebody in a way they would like to be spoken to. Transferring your ideas to somebody in the way that they would best receive it. Whether that's loud, quiet, whether that's emotion, whether that's statistics. Everybody is different. Some people like to hear the story, like to hear the emotions. Others, straight to the point, what's the stats, what's the statistics? You have your own way of communicating, but you have to realize not everybody is like you. You have to be able to be malleable, to change who you're communicating to and your communication style.
I'm gonna let you on a little secret about these telephones. They're not gonna dial themselves, okay? Without you, they're just worthless hunks of plastic. Like a loaded M16 without a trained Marine to pull the trigger.
How, like, I always say, something I always say, I think I say this every week, every day almost. Adults are big kids. We're just big children. I remember when your parents were reading you a bedtime story. Which one would keep you more engaged? Their hands are behind their back, no hand gestures, no emotion in their voice, blank facial expressions, reading the story. The cat sat on the mat, then he went to the hat. The cow jumped over the moon. The tiger went to get dinner. Imagine if I then brought my hands out, I said the tiger went to the moon. The cat sat on the mat. Emotion and tonality. When Jordan gets his hand out and he, like a trained Marine ready to pull the trigger, that keeps people engaged. That's the type of communicator Jordan is. Jordan is very, very emotive. He likes to display things visually as well as auditorily.
Like a loaded M16 without a trained Marine to pull the trigger. And in the case of the
You can even see the guy's head went back a slight bit.
M16 without
He felt that.
trained Marine to pull the trigger.
The guy's head went back. He said, whoa.
And in the case of the telephone, it's up to each and every one of you, my highly trained
I told you, I'm going to be here for a while. I might make this into 2 parts because I'm going to be pausing so much. This scene, of course, you're not a communications coach. So this scene, if you've seen the movie you just watched, as you normally would, but because I read this stuff, I recognize this stuff, there are so many things I can break down. If I was to stop every time I saw something, this would be an hour video. But another thing, variety in volume and in tonality.
And every one of you.
He seems like he's about to cry here. But what does that do? Like his voice is welling up, like he's telling a sad story or something. He's reliving a sad story. But what does that do? It gets people listening. The more quiet you go, the more people want to draw into what you're saying. Why? It's like you're being told a secret. The best communicators know how to bring their volume down to draw people in. You might even want to turn the volume up on your phone now that I'm speaking a bit more quiet. That is an action that is keeping you engaged. the best communicators, they bring in vocal variety. And you may be finding yourself saying, but Tion, this is just movie stuff. Or this is just for actors. How many, as a percentage, how many of people you know speak like this? None. So imagine if you met somebody who was selling you something that everybody else has tried to sell you before, or was speaking to you in a conversation you've had thousands of times. But imagine if they brought in these things. Would you remember them? Yes, you would. Because it's not about the words or content. It's about how they presented it, how they communicated it. And we remember how people make us feel. Remember how people say things, how they present things.
My highly trained Stratonites. My killers.
Killers.
My killers who will not take no for an answer. My fucking warriors who will not hang up the phone until their client either buys or
About 10 seconds, Jordan went from talking to his grandma like he's about to cry
my killers
to shouting like he's selling out Madison Square Garden, like he's Michael Buffer or something.
My highly trained Stratonites.
Contrast this.
And in the case of the telephone, it's up to each and every one of you. My highly trained Stratonites.
Contrast that
warriors
to this.
Who will not hang up the phone until their client either buys or fucking dies!
It's like a roller coaster. Started off low, going up, and then we have the crescendo. We have the drop, the climax. Another thing as well I should mention, of course, if you've seen the movie, you know Jordan took a lot of DRUG, you know the rest. So you might be thinking that maybe that has something to do with how emotive he is and stuff. Listen, there's no way to prove it or no way to test it, however. But these are things you can't do. You might be saying, this guy's a bit crazy. Maybe that's got something to do with it, why he's able to shout so much. No, because I know people who are able to use vocal variety, use volume, who don't do that stuff. You might be thinking, oh, it's just like the life he lives makes him like this. That is true to an extent. But you can pick out things. I don't want you to be a Jordan Belfort. I want you to take the things that I've said, take the tone of variety, take the volume, take changing levels, taking up more space and use it. How much more longer is left of this?
Let me tell you something. There is no nobility in poverty. I have been a rich man and I have been a poor man, and I choose rich every fucking time. Because at least as a rich man, when I have to face my problems, I show up in the back of a limo wearing a $2,000 suit and a $40,000 gold fucking watch. Hey, boys, duke it out. Hit him. Fuck off of me. Now, if anyone here thinks I'm superficial or materialistic, go get a job at fucking McDonald's, because that's where you fucking belong. But before you depart this room full of winners, I want you to take a good look at the person next to you. Go on. Because sometime in the not-so-distant future, you're going to be pulling up to a red light, and you beat up old fucking Pinot, and that person's going to be pulling up right alongside you in their brand-new Porsche with their beautiful wife by their side, who's got big, voluptuous tits. And who are you going to be sitting next to? Some disgusting wildebeest with 3 days.
That's where the speech really climaxed, in my opinion. He done so much stuff there, so I just let it play out. Main things to focus on from that whole bit, in my opinion.
I want you to take a good look at the person.
This bit here. Okay, he done his bravado thing. He shouted for a bit. Let's bring it back in now. Quiet again. And what does he do? He gets the audience involved. People get bored very quickly, especially if it's just you talking on stage and you then just listening and sitting. People want to be involved. So getting the audience involved, take a look at the person next to you. Then he told them to imagine One of my favorite words in the dictionary is imagine. Why? Because the human mind is infinite and it can imagine anything. When you get people to engage that muscle, you get people involved. Imagine you were sitting in a Ferrari, red, yellow leather seats, 250 horsepower, black wheels, your dream partner by your side. Really, really imagine. That gets you involved.
Next to you, go on. Because sometime in the not so distant, sit next to him. Some disgusting wildebeest. Credit card bills? Good.
Oh, this is the best bit as well. No,
So you
another
listen to
good
me
bit.
and you listen well. Are you behind on your credit card bills? Good. Pick up the phone and start dialing. Is your landlord ready to evict you? Good. Pick up the phone and start dialing. Does your girlfriend think you're a fucking worthless loser? Good. Pick up the phone and start dialing. I want you to deal with your problems by becoming rich.
The reason why I was counting these things, before I say, let me know if you can guess in the comments. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I was counting the amount of times Jordan repeated, pick up the phone and start dialing. Two things. Repetition creates memory. The more something is repeated to you, the more you hear it or see it over again, the more you remember it, the more it sticks in you. The best marketers know this. It's why when you see an ad over and over again, like me, I can think of an example very, very recently where I saw an ad over and over again and I thought, you know what, let me try it out. Like a song. On the radio, you hear it again and again, the song grows on you. Repetition, it's the exact same in a speech. The rule of thirds. The second thing, you will hear so many politicians do this. You will hear so many politicians say the rule of thirds. If you elect me, we will no longer be a sorry nation. If you elect me, we will no longer be relying on others. If you elect me, we will no longer be whatever example you want to become. You will no longer be. They repeat it over and over again. 3 times.
All you have to do today is pick up that phone and speak the words that I have taught you. And I will make you richer than the most powerful CEO in the United States of fucking America. I want you to go out there and I want you to ram Steve Madden's stock down your clients' throats till they fucking choke on it. Till they choke on it and they buy 100,000 shares. That's what I want you to do. You be ferocious. You be relentless. You be telephone fucking terrorist. Now let's knock this motherfucker out of the park. Hey, Leroy.
One last thing as well.
Choke on it.
He is very, very descriptive. Very descriptive. He didn't say get them to buy more stock. He said get them to buy more stock to this choke. He's so descriptive in his analogies. But that has been the whole reaction. 5 minutes over 20 minutes. Listen, I could have broke down so much more. It just goes to show that these movies, they know how to relay information. They know how to get things realistic. And as I said, I don't want you to be Jordan Belfort. Please don't be Jordan Belfort. What I want you to do is realize these are the tactics he used that you can take to influence people. Now, he chose to influence people to scam them. You don't have to do that. You can choose them to influence people to buy from you, to get your solution that will help them. You can use this to convince your children, to engage your colleagues, to better your life. These are tactics you can use. Again, my name is Tion. I am a communications coach. I help professionals and business owners improve their communication, speak with confidence and speak with clarity. If you would like to work with me one-to-one, then click the link in the description and me or my team will get back to you.